Hello everyone. Today I want to show you how you can use Kuration AI API. So with this API, you can basically connect any workflow that you design inside Kuration. You can bring it outside Kuration. So you can power Slack automation, any workflow that involve research, business research. You can leverage Kuration AI for that, and you can do that with the API. So on the screen, I'm showing you a new account. It's a demo account, so there's not much there. So to create the API, you need to have a subscription. So you will just generate API key. This is a private key. You can set, you can copy. Now I've got it. And you need to design a workflow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring some data. I'm going to source some companies. So let's say accounting firms in Hong Kong. So within a few seconds, I'll get that result. Here we go. So now I've got some firms. I can check them out. Okay, this is good. I can actually search. There's a new shortcut, Command K, and you can actually search some of the values. So those are some of the new stuff we have. And of course, the flowchart as well. If you missed it, it's right here. So you can see the data point that we scraped from Google Map, and you can move that. All right, now let's say I want to search those companies. I want to find the business registration. So I'm going to bring that here. Okay, so I need the company name. I'm going to search the company, and I only want to search that if it's a location is Hong Kong. Okay, cool. So now it's here, and you can actually see in the flow chart. That's the whole point of having it. So I get the company name, okay, and I've got a new tool that will find the registered office, and here it's the condition. So I only search if it's Hong Kong. Now this example is not so clever because the Google map was already Hong Kong, so it's a bit of a redundant. But anyway, it's just to show you that you can actually run a tool only if this condition apply, and you can actually see that to power this tool, we will use the company name. That's why you've got a connector here, and we'll look at the location. I can also I can actually add a Google search, research AI agent leveraging Google, who is the founder of this company, full name, okay. And maybe I want to find, let me think of some example. Let's see, we wanted the traffic, so I'm going to pass the website, but I only want to find the traffic if, let's say, they have at least 100 reviews. Okay, this is here, reviews. Now, this is a workflow that I built with a Hong Kong-based company, but I can actually add new companies here with the API. And that's what we're going to do right here. And I'm going to show you. So let me just run that workflow just to show you how it looks. Okay, it's running. Perfect. Okay, so you see it's only running for companies with with more than 100 reviews. Okay, so we've got some official office here. Interesting. Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay, perfect. Okay, I got Dr. Lauren Timmermans. I know this company. Yes, that's this one. It's well known in Hong Kong. Great. So this workflow, it's working at the result we wanted. Now, imagine I want to power this research, all those data points, whenever we can see the monthly visit here. Okay, perfect. Now imagine I want to run those data points outside Kuration. I don't want to come back here, add companies here manually. I want to enable this workflow via API. So we have a button here called deploy. You can click here, API, and you've got the documentation. So you've got your API key automatically here, and all you need to do is to copy paste this code, and you need to make sure the data you're sending is the data that is required by your workflow. So you see here, what I need to power this workflow is all the things in blue that are connected. So I'll need the reviews, I'll need the website, I'll need the company name, address, industry, and phone you don't need because you see it's not being used by any tool. Okay, so to power this workflow, that's what you need. Okay, so and you've got your documentation here. Okay, and remember the API key, you just go here, and this is my API key. So I'm going to take that, I'm going to replace it with my API key here as well. Okay, and I actually have the here. The way it works is you have a post, which is basically sending the data to the table, and then you've got a get to get the response after a few seconds of the data, and you will have the answer. The response is a JSON file. Okay, now here I've got the company name, the website. I have the company name, which is called company, so I'm going to use the same terminology. Company, website, country, and I'm going to need to add another one, which is the reviews. So I'm going to add reviews. This is not case sensitive, so don't worry about reviews or reviews with a R capital letter. So look at company, reviews, website, and location. Location. Okay. And I'm going to put 200. Okay. So technically it means that because it's United States, it's not Hong Kong, one of my tools is not going to run, but the reviews is above 100, so it will actually run. One thing I want to stress is that the way it works is you send the data, you get a row ID. The row ID is basically that particular row. Okay, so this is row, those are rows IDs. And once you have that, it means we actually save the data, and I'm going to show you right here. So I'm going to send that data to the table. Oh, good. I forgot to show you something. So you need the API key, but you also need to tell the system where to send it. And you need to send it to this chat ID. So every time you create a new chat, a new project, you have this unique identifier, which you use for sending the data via API. So what I need to do here is change the chat ID with my own. And I'm going to run this again, and boom, I've got the new row ID, okay? The message saying that, well, it's a success has been added. So if I come here, you can see here I did add talk push to the list. And it's United States, so it's been filtered. The CEO is indeed Max message, okay? And then if I want to get back my data, I will simply need to take this row ID, okay? And I will just click send, and then boom, I've got the CEO name and didn't search the address because it's in the US. So this is how you can interact with the API from creating your workflow, verifying what type of data you need, and playing around with the post and get endpoint of the API. Cheers.